Hey guys, it's Coffee. Welcome back to The Blind Griffin. So, last time we started Emilio's route, and we are not getting along great right now. I'm hoping that'll change, but something tells me it's just going to get worse from here. Yeah. It's a quiet day in the research room. Sometimes it's nice being here instead of the lab. Books don't blow up as much as the beakers. I don't know where the older trio went off to, but me, Vivi, and Emilio are all in here. Emmy, which sounds better, this? She sings a few bars of music. Or this? She sings another few bars of music. I can't tell the difference, but Emilio has a serious look on his face, so maybe he can. I think the second one? Wait, what are you trying to do? I want a melody that jogs people's memories. I want them to hear it and think back to the good times, you know? Sounds complicated. Maybe it has to be longer? Sing it again and I'll think about it. Those two sure get along well. How long have you two known each other anyhow? Oh yeah, I wonder if this scene's gonna be different. Huh? I heard Giovanni mentored you a couple years ago, but how long has everyone been here? Well, let's see. Marie's almost 30, I think. Oh, don't tell her I told you that. But she's been running this place almost 10 years. Gio's been here with her since then. As for Alexei... Emmy, do you know more about him? I wasn't around back then, I see. I only came here from New York 2 years ago. I was 18 then. So she's 20 now. I'd pegged her for even younger. About Alex? Yeah, he's been here around 5 years, I reckon. He came stateside when he was 19. He said after the Tsar and his family got killed. Was he already here when you got here? No, I was here first. Been here 8 whole years. Started learning magic from Gio when I was 11. So, 19 and 20, huh? No wonder you two get along, being so close in age. How old are you, Coffee? We never asked. There's no way you're a day over 16. You could say you're 14, I'd believe you. I can't help frowning. Do I really look that much like a kid? I turned 22 a couple months ago. See, just like I thought. Wait, what? You really 22? Tell it to Sweeney. I get that a lot. Chinese folks age slow, I guess. There ain't no way you're 22. If that's true, then tell me something that happened in 1910. I was only 6. Great excuse that is. Damn, I hate losing arguments with this guy. I think hard. Oh, there was a huge fire in the forests. Went as far as Washington and Montana. Gosh, you weren't there, were you? Nah, but my family was in Oregon back then. I think my parents were worried about the fire spreading to our state. Everyone was on edge and kept talking about it. You could have looked that up or read about it later. Do I really look like someone who reads the paper? Vivi laughs. It's true. You look more like someone who'd be selling papers. Just 22? You don't look 22. Just give it up, Emmy. What's the big deal? Nothing. Nothing. It's nothing. Oh, he's blushing a little bit. Oh, I get it. All this time you've been ranting and raving about respect and Coffee's being just a palooka, but now it turns out she's been older than you all along. It doesn't really bother me, but I can't give up a chance to poke at Emilio some. In my culture, people are supposed to respect their elders, you know. And she's 3 whole years older than you. You should be showing me more respect. You're still the baby around here. Oh, I knew that'd make him angry. Ah, shut up! Emilio suddenly stands up and stomps over to the bookshelf. He grabs some books off of it and slams them onto the desk in front of me. If you're so great, why do you need me teaching you then, huh? 'Cause memorize all these before you mouth off to me, Bearcat. And then he storms off. Talk about dramatic. Wait, he can't still be angry about that, though. Damn, that sucks. You know he doesn't mean that. By tomorrow you'll forget all about these books, but still, it might be good to look at him. Want me to help? I mean, we can't read, can we? Yeah. I actually can't read. Oh, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. It's not your fault. You didn't know. Nobody in my family really went to school. I had a few Sunday school lessons and all, but not much of it stuck. Gosh! Anyhow, he'll cool off quick. I'm sure he'll be back later. I keep practicing my magic while Emilio's gone. But, unlike what Vivi said, he doesn't come back till pretty late. Where have you been? Out? What are you, my mother? Dry up, Bearcat! Oh, come on now. I suppose I should be happy you didn't mention the books again. I mean, December 24th. I mean, with him being gone like that, I thought maybe he disappeared like Giovanni, and that kind of scared me. Is everything ready for tonight? I think so. The blind Griffin's expecting a big crowd for Christmas Eve. A lot of people are supposed to be coming tonight. It would seem that our methods for attracting new customers have worked. Getting people to come isn't the problem. It's getting them to come back. And often, right? You have a point there. I'm sure it'll be fine. We've all got to think positive. Thinking positive will not take you out of the red financially, Marie. Hey, paying off the cops isn't cheap, you know. It's not my fault. If you do not mind me asking, how many new dresses have you bought this month, Marie? Marie makes it sound like a fish that's been pulled out of water. Anyhow, I've been practicing my light magic loads, so maybe I can help out with more than just bartending tonight. Oh yeah, that's true. We found out that no matter who we choose, we apparently always choose light. So, that's interesting. Giovanni comes up to the bar while I'm polishing glasses. You sure you don't need my help tonight, doll? There's gonna be a lot of people. I shake my head. You've got a lot to do, Mr. Master Violinist. Me and Amelia will manage somehow. If you say so. I'll leave it to you then. Oh, sorry about that, I'm sipping my green tea. A few hours later, the crowd starts coming in. I leave 2 spots at the bar open. Huh? Why isn't anyone sitting there? I'm pretty sure Mr. Yamada and Mrs. Grierson will be here tonight. Oh yeah, I guess they come out almost every night, huh? Well, if they're not here by 9, you better let other people sit there. Or else the scary one's gonna have words for you. Does Alexei know you call him that? Who said anything about Alex? You said his name, not me. So that means you think he's scary too. That makes you my accomplice. So, better help me keep that nickname a secret, Bearcat. Well, he seems like he's in a better mood. That's nice. I shake my head and sigh, but Emilio just laughs and walks off. Sure enough, Mr. Yamada comes in and sits down before the hour's up. And the dog's back! Ugh. There are so many people here tonight. Is there some kind of party going on, Coffee? No, we just started advertising more. Business sure picked up after you started working here. It's got nothing to do with that, trust me. What's got nothing to do with you, dear? Oh, Mrs. Grierson, good evening. She sits down next to Mr. Yamada and his dog, Arrow. The 2, well, 3, of them are the blind Griffin's only regulars. I don't know how they wandered into a place like this. They ain't magicians or anything. Again, I still think they might actually be secret magicians. Or at least I hope so, because I like them. And I want to see the dog more, so... But Marie told me they've been coming here for years. Anyhow, they're the only company I get most nights, so I try to be extra nice to them. We were just talking about how busy the place is tonight, old bat. Oh, what an interesting conversation topic, old hound. You two sure get along well. You've even got special nicknames. I'm glad to still have a sharp sparring partner in my old age. She pets Arrow's head and fishes a dog treat out of her pocket to give to him. Don't spoil my dog. He won't eat dinner if you feed him now. You're being too dramatic, old hound. What do you two have tonight? Whiskey. Sherry and gin, please. Coffee. Coming right up. After I take care of Mr. Yamada and Mrs. Grierson, I work on mixing drinks for the other customers. Giovanni and Vivi are on stage getting warmed up. I didn't hear that they'd be having a Negro singer. I look up from the counter. Is it even legal for her to perform? We're sitting in a speakeasy, you know. You got a point. But what if she starts singing some weird voodoo stuff? Oh, I don't like this part. Typical. I guess a bar like the Blind Griffin's bound to be strange to folks. I've gotten a weird look or two for being Chinese. And looking like a kid. But Vivi'll be fine. I know it. And I hope nothing happens to her in one of these routes. Like, at least let her be okay. She and Giovanni finally get up on stage. Now, I know a lot of you folks have heard about our amazing songstress Vivian and master musician Giovanni. But I suppose that isn't much of a jazz band, so we brought in some volunteers too. She gestures to her left, and there's Alexei playing on a little piano squished next to the stage. Huh. I didn't know he could play. Yeah, I know. If I knew that he was also a musician, I might have considered him. He doesn't look too happy about it, though. Without any further ado, here's Vivian singing All My Love for You. God, I'm getting a bad feeling after last time this happened. Giovanni starts a slow violin solo that turns into a peppy fiddle tune. Oh, and both of them are looking great. And then Vivian starts singing. Almost everyone stops talking. She's a regular songbird. What does it matter, really, if she's a Negro? It's all the same once their voice gets on a record. Sure enough. Her magic doesn't hurt either. By the end of the night, I bet half the room will be in love with her. After 2 songs, everyone's got their eyes on the stage. Now that nobody's looking at what I'm doing, maybe I can help. I raise my hands up and focus on the light in the room. Wait, this happens again? No, you're shitting me. I think about it glowing, sparkling. No! Oh god. The lights flicker and the whole room starts to glow with a beautiful light. It makes Vivi dazzle even more, and she sings her heart out. Man, I know this is supposed to make you feel good for a minute, but now I just feel this terrible sense of dread. I hate this. Wow, how are they doing that? Must be some kind of special light bulbs. Just a little bit more. No, don't do it. But then, all of a sudden, I hear people screaming. What's happened? I can't see. Huh? What are they talking about? Giovanni leaps off the stage. Everyone calm down. Calm down now, it's just a power outage. Emilio, why don't you go and, check on the breaker? He leans over and whispers something to Emilio, who nods. You got it, Gio. Emilio runs behind the counter and stays there, glowering at me. What are they going on about? I can see just fine. Everyone just stay calm and close your eyes. It'll be brighter once the lights come back on. I guess the lights used up too much electricity. Emilio walks over to me. What have you done, you big dummy? What? You blinded everyone! I did what? But I can see just fine, and you can see, right? We got magic. Those palookas don't. You took the light out of their eyes. Suddenly, everything makes sense. What have I done? Come on, just focus here. Focus. Think about the lights going back to normal. I nod and try to imagine the lights going back to normal. No more glowing or sparkling. Okay, now open your eyes, everyone. Sighs of relief are heard all around. Emilio and Marie go help take care of the customers. The night goes on without a hitch after that. But I can't help feeling disappointed in myself for screwing that up. Alright, December 25th. Interesting. Okay, so I guess I just thought that maybe there'd be like some sort of different event or something, like maybe we'd screw up in an entirely different way, but no, we actually blind people presumably all 3 times. That's terrifying. It's Christmas morning, and here I am cleaning the whole building as punishment. Not that I can complain. Marie wanted to let me off with a warning, but that just didn't sit right with me. I really thought I'd gotten better with my magic. I can't believe I actually blinded people. Maybe I made a mistake when I chose light magic? No. This was a bad experience, but I still like the light. Are you sure this is what you want to do, Coffee? I nod. I won't feel right till I can make up for what I did. Everyone makes mistakes starting out, you know. You shouldn't punish yourself too much for it. It's just give and take. Really, if nothing else, then I'll just feel better if you let me do this. Alright, I won't argue with you if you're set on it. Just speak up if you need help, alright? You got it. Marie leaves the lab and I get to work. The dust gets to me as soon as I go into the storage room. You know, I'm glad I volunteered to clean. Mistake or no, this place is a mess. I wonder if they ever have cleaned it if I hadn't offered. That's strange. Is it me, or are there a lot of extra barrels in here today? Wait, was that in the last room? I don't think so. Did they get in a new shipment of booze when I wasn't looking? Then again, they don't usually report stuff like that to me anyhow. I ignore the barrels and mop around them. That should do it. Well, I really like our happy sprites. We're really cute. I clap and dust off my hands and then turn to leave, but then... Ow! Watch yourself, Bearcat! Sorry, I didn't see you there. You're not saying that you didn't see me because of my height, are you? Wow, he's just really insecure. I guess that's what his big problem is. You said it, not me. What are you doing in here anyway? Cleaning, mopping. This place looks like nobody's touched it in years. Probably nobody has. Hey, you didn't get the barrels wet, did you? No, I mopped around them. Why? He shrugs. Just don't want any mold and stuff. Why the sudden mood to clean anyway? I was ashamed of what happened last night. Marie and Giovanni both said it's alright to make mistakes, but... I don't know. It didn't sit well with me, so I offered to do something. Anything to make up for it. And now here I am. I mean, I'm glad we feel some remorse, because could you imagine the trauma of being blinded like that? I mean... Wow. Do you think I'm being stupid too? Nah, that's the berries, actually. Not a lot of people have the guts to take responsibility for themselves. Oh, so that impresses him, does it? I wasn't expecting him to compliment me. I tilt my head in surprise. Owning up to your mistakes is normal, isn't it? That's not what I meant. See, people always want to take the easy way out. Take me, for instance. My family runs a restaurant, there's another family across the street with another restaurant. Direct competition, you follow? I nod. I don't know what this has to do with me, but Emilio hates small talk, so I'm sure there's a point. And then being Irish and all, it means we're always fighting to see who gets to be on the last rung on the ladder. I know all about that. Life ain't easy when you're different. But I was always pretty small compared to the guys from the other family. They beat the stuffing out of me every day when I was growing up. What about now? Well, I ain't home so much now, especially since I had to start mentoring this one bear cat. Anyhow, I always hated those palookas for treating me like that. Sometimes I thought about just dropping a boulder on them or something, but I never could. I've always taken the easy way out. If they knew what I was really capable of, they'd never treat me that way. I wish I weren't so soft-hearted. Non-mages are worth less than the gunk on my shoes. Well, that's a little harsh, isn't it? Wish they'd all just burn. That's harsh, it is. I mean, I would say he's being harsh, but definitely not stupid. Because he's clearly faced some trauma, so you can't just brush it off as him being childish or something. I mean, the way he takes out his insecurity is not okay, but I'm inclined to empathize. Especially because even us as a character, we apparently know what it's like to feel different and feel ostracized, so it only makes sense to empathize. But his hatred made sense. But maybe I'd hate non-mages too if they pulled that on me. I only just found out that I'm a magician. Haven't had enough time for that kind of hatred to settle. Why not do something about them now? Huh, I might just have to. Look, I just won't accept being on the bottom rung forever. That's all I'm trying to say. Mark my words, Bearcat. One of these days, I'm coming out on top. He walks away before I can say anything else. His words worry me, but there ain't much I can do. I can't tell him what to think or how to feel. A couple hours later, I'm finally done cleaning, but the blind Griffin's about to open. And we'll save the opening for the next episode. So, anyway, I'm glad we got to get into Emilio's backstory a little bit more, and I'm excited to see where this goes from here. So, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.